This is Joseph Drust, and welcome back to another episode of Ask ZBrush. So we had a question sent in asking, can I disable Ctrl+Click from blurring my masking? So to start off, I just have ZBrush loaded up, and I just have the demo anime head here loaded in. And the question is asking about the Ctrl+Click functionality that will blur your mask after you have it applied to a model, and if there is a way to disable this functionality. So as an example of this, with the anime head here, I'm going to just come to the side here. I'm just going to apply some masking. So I'm going to hold down the Control key, which is going to give me the mask pen. And with this pen, I can come through and paint a mask on my model. So I can just come and click and drag and paint a mask like so. Now, after you have masking applied to your model, if you're still holding down the Control key and you simply click on the surface of your model, it's going to blur that mask. So holding down Control and clicking will come through and start blurring out that masking. And this will allow you to create a nice fade on any areas you have masked out. So the question is asking if there is a way to disable this functionality. So the example a user sent in, they were coming through and wanted to start generating some little effects like this. And you'll see as they start doing this, they may click on the surface of their model instead of clicking and dragging, and all their masking is getting blurred out. So if you want to come through and quickly make some spots on a model by just applying some masking dots, you're going to see you're going to run into this quite a bit, where if you just click on the surface and that mask isn't applied, it's going to blur all your masking out. So you could undo this and then reprocess the masking over and over again, but that's going to take quite some time and it's not the functionality you're looking for. So is there a way I can disable this Ctrl+Click functionality so that I can come through and apply my masking on the surface of the model and not have to worry about it getting blurred out? So the answer to this is yes. There is a preference that we can turn off that will disable this Ctrl+Click functionality from blurring the masking. So to find this, we just need to navigate up here to the Preferences palette and open this up. And then in Preferences, we need to come to the Edit area. And in the Edit area, close to the bottom, there is an option called CtrlClick to blur mask. Now, by default, this will be turned on, and this is going to give you that functionality we just saw. So if you hold down Control and click on your model, it's going to blur any masking that's currently applied. So if we do not want that functionality to take place, we just need to toggle this off. And now if we go back to our model, and let me just undo the masking that I had on here. And now if I start masking again, you'll see that I'm going to be able to mask all these dots out on the surface here. And even if I come and click off on a space, it's no longer going to blur my masking. So this will allow me to come through and apply the masking exactly how I want it. And it's no longer going to be accidentally blurred if I just hold Control and click on the surface of my model. So to recap, if you'd like to disable the Ctrl+Click blurring functionality when using masking on a mesh, you just need to navigate to the Preferences palette at the top here, go to the Edit area, and in the Edit area, there is this toggle called CtrlClick to blur mask. If this is enabled, you'll be able to hold down the Control key on your keyboard and click on your model to blur your masking. But if it is disabled, when you perform that same functionality, your masking will not be blurred out. So if you have any other questions related to ZBrush pipelines or processes, please use the hashtag AskZBrush on Twitter. Happy ZBrushing!